Start hit the lever, runners dispatch from the 1600-meter marker. The Marines is right there, Relish along the inside, well placed, and Soldier's Code now moves up a close-up third. Killarney House is going around them, then comes Red Ruby. Red Ruby's racing only about 2 lengths off the leader, then comes Golden Tongue. Royal Champion's a little bit strong along the inside, Running Rail, then Guilty as Charged down the Marines. Red Apache is further back, and then Western Skyline and Roy's Whistle, about 8 or 9 lengths from top to tail. They go to the 1,000-meter marker, and Man the Fort is the leader. Killarney House, the Red Sleeves, and Relish is near the rail. They are followed by Red Ruby, and Soldier's Cove between runners with the orange cap is only 2.5, 3 lengths off the lead. Royal Champion the inside, then Golden Tongue. Guilty as Charged is near the rail, got about 5 or 6 to make up, then Red Apache. Roy's Whistle is on the outside, then comes the Marines, and Western Skyline's the trailer. Homeward bound, Man the Fort's the leader, comes towards the outside. Down the inside, Relish makes an early move. Killarney House, and there goes Soldier's Code, going to put in a claim towards the inside with Royal Champion and Guilty as Charged. Relish is the leader past the 200. Soldier's Code on the inside. Man the Fort, Royal Champion, Guilty as Charged is running on. Relish just the leader. Guilty as Charged, a big runner. Soldier's Code on the inside. Now Guilty as Charged hit the front and goes on. And Guilty as Charged has won it. Relish second. Soldier's Code third. Royal Champion ran fourth. Number 1, Guilty as Charged, the Bezran, Duncan Al's Muzieni, overcoming a wide draw and opens his account on this occasion, 14th time at the track. Second to number 2, Relish, a nice run. Guilty as Charged paid up at 490, was the tote favourite in the places at 130. Number 2, Relish, as you heard, a good place bid at 270, goes the 1600 on this occasion. Soldier's Code. Next time out be with this one. Royal Champion was a little bit strong, stays on for that 4th position. As we continue to run it, further back is Man the Fort to set the fractions. And they were followed by Golden Tongue. Red Ruby is further back in the run. And then came the Marines and Killarney House. Followed by Roy's Whistle. And then came further back Western Skyline and Red Apache. So as we look at the head-on, and Relish with the white noseband and the green sleeves, and Guilty as Charged alongside, stick in the left hand. In the grey silks, they go together. Soldier's Code's taking a while to get into his best stride. Royal Champion, the red sleeves and cap, and Guilty as Charged continues to go and ends up winning it by just over 1 length. Until the running of the 4th race starts off the jackpot, back to the studio.
Rewarded for consistency, number 1, Guilty as Charged, and Duncan had this horse in a good form. Remember chatting to him last time out, he liked this horse a lot, and just ran on too late behind Rio de la Plata. He had a wide draw today, but Duncan had him spot on. Firstly, Duncan, well done with this win. A horse that's rewarded the owners for consistency, and nice to see him in the number 1 box.
Yes, look, he's been unlucky in some races. As we all know, he got interfered with quite badly at Scots for the one day. He's also cost himself a couple of times. Not a horse that really likes to stick too much, so when he gets a crack, he seems to turn it up. But Muzi rode a very confident race on him today and kept off the stick as long as possible, and he won a good race today.
I think it would have been a fair comment if you were better drawn, you would have been more confident, Duncan.
Look, I really thought he'd win last time out, and I actually thought he moved through to win the race, and then he got to the heels of the horse in front and wouldn't go past him, and the minute Muzi gave him a smack, he just seemed to turn it up with him.
Yes.
But, I think we all learn from each run, and Muzi's learned how to ride him now. I think this horse in the lower divisions will go on and win some more races.
That's encouraging for the owners as well.
Yes, he's from a very late maturing family. He's a full brother to Crime Victim, and he stays well, and he was also a far better horse as a 4-year-old. So I think we could have 1 or 2 more wins with this horse.
You got a runner coming up later on. I think it's the first run for you, Niklas.
Yes, he's been showing some nice work at home. He's obviously not 100% tuned up. He's been off for nearly 4 months. but he's been showing some good work. I've tried to keep him as fresh as possible for the 1400. His form on the polytrack seems quite decent. I think he'll give quite a good account of himself today.
Well done here, Duncan.
Thanks. Just thanks to our sponsors winning form, and well done to the connections.
Well played, Duncan Niles. Let's get Muzieni in. Yeah, you know, Duncan said it all. You know, you would have learnt a lot from the source last time out. He seems to not enjoy the stick.
Yes, 100%. And the other thing is he tends to sometimes over-travel in a race and then just loses the edge at the finish. And I was trying to keep him relaxed, but there was no pace, and I just didn't want to be out of my ground, you know, and come back with a sad story. But just thank you that when we broke up, there was a little bit of space, and I was able to get halfway in, and I didn't give him too much to do. I found myself right behind the fancied runners, Mr. Cormac's horse, Delpe's horse. I was in box position. I was very happy I was, and it was all about turning for him and how well he would kick, and he showed what he can do quick and well. It was a good one.
Well, you said it all. You got one on the board. Anything else you like later on?
Yes, I think Com's horse in the next is a massive runner. Nicholas, obviously, first run for the yard, so hopefully he puts a good account of himself. And we're just boxing hard. Jola, I think he's got an each-way chance as well.
That horse, Jola, in the last race seems to enjoy a patient ride. Will conditions suit a horse like that this afternoon coming from off them?
There is a lot of pace in the race, and we're not drawn so wide, Dees. We're drawn halfway, 7, so we should be competitive.
Nice comments. We like it, and all the best for the rest of it. A nice ride here.
Thank you. I just want to thank my sponsors, Winning Form, a big thanks, and to the owners for their patience. He's been running seconds a couple of times, and I'm sure they didn't mind the checks. But he's finally put it together. Mr. Ramnath and Mr. Reardon, just a big thanks.
Well done, Muzieni. Let's get the connections in. Come through, guys. Let's have a chat. Ramnath and Reardon. Well done to you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we've been waiting for this one for a long time. We thought he's been a bit unlucky lately not to win, but we're glad it's come through.
And, our horse that's rewarded you, I mean, you can say he's paid his way to training thus far.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think he's made 80,000 Rand up to this point in time on places. So we're just happy he's got through the maidens now. We can see what he can do.
The encouraging thing Duncan mentioned, in the lower division handicaps, he should be competitive.
Yeah, no, he should to start with. We're looking for him to go ahead and do some good things in the future. And, like I say, we're just looking forward to see what he can do now that he's out of the maidens.
Fantastic. Baya, well done.
Thanks very, very much, Dees. And I have to thank Barry for inviting me to have a share in this horse. And I really appreciate it, and we're really enjoying racing together.
Well, the source is not going to stop here as a one-time winner, according to the stable, so it hasn't stopped yet.
Yes, no, definitely hasn't stopped. We are doing quite well with it, yeah.
Well done, Bye.
Thanks.
Well done to the guys here. Number 1, Guilty as Charged, has come through to win race number 3, and that's the number you'll need for the Pick 6. Exacta 1 and 2, Trifecta 1 to 11, and then the Quartet 1 to 11 and 3. Coming up next will be the first leg of the jackpot, and the time to jot down there will be 14:40, 20 to 3.